Hey everybody, my previous chill review were these G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Infantry Troopers. Check them out after you watch this.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm reviewing Fans Toys FT-45 Spindrift 2.0. This is their second attempt at a Seaspray because the first one, they probably sold all their units because it's Fans Toys, but it was less than what people were desiring. And yeah, I guess they wanted to do it again. It comes with this collector's cart right here. If you want to pause on that, there's the bio, tech specs, and of course it comes with an instruction manual right here instead of a fold out pamphlet like it came with the last time. With all that out of the way, here is their version of Seaspray. Looks nice as per the norm. Like the old one didn't look bad, he just didn't look like the G1 cartoon at all. It's like he did not fit in at all. So as you can see, that looks nice. And look at this. These propellers are actually aerodynamic. If you blow on them, they spin. But let's get you a close up on that face. Doesn't that look awesome? When I first opened it, this panel was actually closed the opposite way, and holy moly, it was shot like that, and I was like, yeah, something don't look right. But yeah, it was not right. So you can do that. And for transformation, you can reverse this panel right there so that that's not visible. I went ahead and put an Autobot logo right there as well. And yeah, you see everything. Let's get into his articulation. The head is not on a ball joint. It seems like it is because there's barely any range. That's the one thing they didn't improve with this, to be honest. But it's on a hinge swivel. I'll let you see the bottom of this right there. Two little things poke inside of there so it can go up and down. If you want some more downward motion, you can do that. But you can't make them look up. The first Spindrift, I just looked at my review. I sold that thing like a week after the review. I didn't really love it that much. This was a separate part from the actual head joint. The shoulders rotate, go out to the side. They swivel right here at the elbow. The elbow bends a hair more than 90 degrees. Wrist only rotate that much due to the sculpting. The fingers open. Let's get the gun out. That's what the fingers look like right there. The waist is hindered. You can bend that much and that much. It's sort of like the new Masterpiece Bumblebee. I mean, you can do that and push it, but it pushes his gut out more. I mean, it doesn't really affect the look. And the hips are ratcheted. Kick forward. You can kick forward more than that if you move this crotch flap up. They go back a little, go out to the side, all the way and more. The knees are also ratcheted. They bend more than 90 degrees. It has thigh rotation. Ankle pivot that bends that much right there. And something I wish for on the previous figure. Feet not only go back, they come forward all the way. And yeah, that's what that looks like when you bend it forward. Only issue that I have with this thing is this hinge right here gets loose. It's like I find myself repeatedly having to screw that so it'll be tighter. So whoever designs these things for Fans Toys, they know what they're doing as far as sculpt and getting the character to look like whatever, but something's not right about the engineering. Something's a little bit retro with the engineering that makes makes things not really work the way they probably should. Here he is next to some Season 2 guys. I reviewed all of these things. I have a third-party KO playlist. Feel free to go through that if you want to see one of these guys that you missed, if you want to hear my opinions on it. And here's what I'm hating about comparisons. I believe he's around the same height as the new Bumblebee. Really close, and this figure right here is that same height. I don't know where I put my Bumblebee. That's why I'm starting to hate comparisons. I keep moving everything, then I don't know what I did with it. Or, if you could see this room that I'm in, it is atrocious. I'm going to slow down on comparisons moving forward. And here's a Carbot, just in case. Besides his little gun, it does have a hole in a barrel. He does come with this secondary, I guess, G1 toy accurate face that has no eyes. You have to unscrew it and clamp it around that little neck joint and screw it back. I'm not doing that. Transformation. Transformation is fairly easy. Let's get this gun out of the hand. And let's go ahead and do this. This panel opens up and you can pull this over the hand right there. Rotate this that way, shove it up, and we're gonna put the arms out to the side for now. Open that little panel, open that, shut that, bring that down, rotate it this way, close it. We're gonna move that out to the side, put the head like this. Now down here on the feet. This part is annoying. They put this panel right here that pegs in on a little tiny metal ball joint. It is so difficult to move this hinge that it's on without popping it off the ball joint. Ugh. This hinge right here, loose, but the secondary hinge, tight. And getting this back on is frustrating. You have to like push it forward and then it works for me putting it on sideways. Hold it. Then forcing that on sideways. Basically, we need to move that out of the way. Most likely, that's going to happen over here. If it does, I'm going to skip this step or skip it forward as far as editing. But move that out of the way. Goodness. Go ahead and rotate this out. Rotate that out. Rotate this out. And rotate that out. We can go ahead and rotate this and basically cover or peg these into the holes that are in the front. Rotate this piece, put it into the holes that are in the front, and go ahead and rotate this, which is on a double hinge. Put that into place, and it does peg into this. Same thing over here. Move the double hinge, plug that in together. And now the feet. Basically, we need to rotate the feet this way in such a way that this panel on the back of his leg comes up to here. And I'm going to go ahead and, before we do that, rock this little nub forward. Go the other way. Actually, I'm gonna rock this nub up. Because that's gonna be hard to grab. But basically we can do weapon storage if that nub stays up. Same stuff over here. Grab this nub if we can. And yeah, go ahead and push push the feet together. We're gonna have to straighten all this up later. It keeps popping out for me. But get that straight. Now we can go ahead and pop this off the back. Push the crotch down and stretch the body out like that. Slide this down on that. Rotate this around. Kind of just bring it down right there. Don't put it into place yet. The body. You need to bring this away and that away. Put this out and that out. Lift this up. Lift this up. And there are 2 panels under here that needs to come out. All right. The body actually needs to be crunched back down. So get that all the way down flat or things won't work right. Now, with all of this still in place, you can go ahead and bring the arms down. Plug them into the side of the body on both sides. And bring the front of this craft back to meet the arms. Now this thing right here. You kind of need to angle it in such a way and bring these little white things forward, because there's a little peg hole in there that these have to slide into. There we go. Getting them back out, difficult. The same way I'm angling it in there, it's sort of like you gotta do the same thing to get it out. But once you get them in there, they're in there. Now we can go ahead and close this on top of the peg that's right there. Go ahead and shut this, which hopefully won't make that connection separate. Bring that down. That's all together. Now we can bring this down, or actually before we bring that down, I'm gonna go ahead and rotate the Autobot logo thing, which is really up to you. Shut that and that. And this panel right here. Oh man. I'm gonna use something to push that forward. This is tight. I mean, that's a good thing it's tight, but man, that's aggravating. And then basically just lift the face up in there. So, Super G1 style. And here's something else they added to this that wasn't on the original version of Spindrift. They added wheels. I was like, it would be cool if he has wheels. And guess what he does? And you see they roll. Alright, here he is in his hovercraft mode. Looks like this on the bottom, fat on the back. And I think this is one of the few Fans Toys figure that doesn't have that real Fans Toy step, that impossible step. It does have some aggravating things, but it all works out in the end. For the most part, trying to get this flush is aggravating, and staying flush. There's this under there. You can see through the windshield. And yeah, here's that Autobot logo I added. Now in the cartoon, the Autobot symbol was right here. So I guess I could technically put one right there and slice it, but they have this nice space. Now if there's anything paint-wise that's kind of iffy on mine, the yellow, and I don't know how well you're going to see this. You can kind of see the blue right there bleeding through. I mean, it looks decent. You have to really look at it to see that. And why I pull these out, because you can put the weapons here optionally. Now he has 2 guns in the front. If you don't want to do that, I haven't tried this. Let me see if I can actually push these down. You can. There's another spot right here. You can lift these up on the side. And plug the guns in right here, which is easier said than done. There you are with this. Full disclosure, I took this thing off camera and adjusted it. I don't feel like going through that right now. You get the idea. I told you where the pegs were. So yeah, there you are. Nice weapon storage, nice options in 2 different places. Just like the original G1 toy, he's not going to be in scale with anything. You see that those small windows? These cars are going to be way too big next to him. But to measure him out, he is like roughly 6 inches from the front to where the propellers start. And a little over 2 inches high right here. And for the white part, like a little under 2 inches, like maybe 1.5 inches. Right here, under 1.5 inches. But yeah, looks cool. The robot mode, like once you get this together, some of the panels can be a little bit tricky and iffy. Getting this to stay down flat is iffy. All of this back here is solid. I don't really care about the head being right there. I mean, it is what it is. It's Seaspray. This front part comes together. Mostly I like that it has wheels, so this is a cool mode. The robot mode looks like what it's supposed to look like. It only has like the most basic of articulation. But yeah, I can't really say this is a bad toy. It's cool, but I don't know if it's worth what they're asking for. It's like $100 before shipping. So yeah. Basically it boils down to, do you really want Seaspray that bad? Like, you probably need them in your collection, and there are no other options. So can't go wrong with this Fans Toys one. This Fans Toys one probably looks the best out of the other 2 options. Well, there are 3 options out there for me. So I went with this. And now I have all the G1 Season 2 mini bots and Season 1 mini bots. I believe I have all of the Autobots. No, I don't. I need the rest of the Dinobots. I only have Grimlock and Slag. Oh yeah, I picked this up from Toy Dojo. Pick for Life actually shipped this to me. He actually helps them out on the East Coast shipment. So I was able to get this in 2 days, and I kind of sat on it and didn't review it yesterday. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. Until next time, T-Man978 out here.
Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.